elected official here today. If you'd like to share any comments.
Do I have some notes?
These are my notes.
No, thank you, Jimmy. First of all, I appreciate all the hard work you've done on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce.
Here in Walton County. And before we get started, I'd like to ask Pastor Don Clark to have an invocation.
Let's bow our heads. Father, we thank you today for this opportunity.
Here in Walton County that extends throughout all our leadership and our citizens. With that, I'd like to ask Representative Bruce Williamson, who's the lone elected official here today, if you'd like to share any comments.
Do I have some notes?
These are my notes.
No, thank you, Jimmy. First of all, I appreciate all the hard work you've done on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce this past year. We just really appreciate your leadership in this endeavor as well. You know, when I go to the state capitol, one of the first things I'm asked is, what's it like in your district? And I tell people, it's just wonderful that Walton County knows how to work together, and this facility here is another example of how well our community works together. With all these nonprofits sharing space, the interaction we have with one another through these, specifically these nonprofits, is just another example of what's our theme, One Walton. And so I love to use our tagline for the Chamber of Commerce, Walton County is a great place to live, work, and play. So this is another example of how we've got it going on in Walton County. So I appreciate y'all letting me come and say a few words today. And I'd like to help these nonprofits any way I can through the state legislature or on a local level. Just call them and let me know.
Thank you very much. And we'd like to have a minute just for the chairs or representatives from each of the organizations represented here to have a word. And we'll start with Chairman Ben Garrett of the Healthcare Foundation.
Thank you, Jimmy. Welcome everyone as well. We're certainly excited about this day. We've been working and sort of talking about this endeavor for close to a year, I guess. And the genesis of it was really the United Way Board, in part of their 5-year plan, was to really establish themselves and have a storefront where people could recognize and see where we are and really have more of a presence in the community. At that time, they had a little cubby hole back over here on the other side of the building, as did Troy Preston, who's the director of the Walton County Healthcare Foundation. And just because of that proximity, the conversations began to talk about this collaboration of putting these groups together in this empty space that we had. And I think it is, like Bruce said, it's a great example of how communities can and should work together. On behalf of our board, Troy Preston is our director. Henry Wall, Dr. Henry Wall is the chairman of the Healthcare Foundation. He could not be with us today, but we do have some other board members out there. They must be hiding around the sides. I think Randy Garrett here from Good Hope is on our board. Myra Smith, I saw Myra earlier. And Sue McCullers, I think I saw Sue here. And Charlotte George, and Charlotte making? Okay. But anyway, I just wanted to recognize those board members, and on behalf of our board, we are certainly excited about this. And it's nice. Troy's mentioned me today. It's so great to have Angela down here, because I think she has really done the lion's share of pulling all this together as far as making it look the way it is. So, but we're certainly proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Mr. Lee Garrett.
I'm Lee Garrett. I'm the president of the board for the United Way of Walton County, and I want to thank the Healthcare Foundation and Ben and his leadership through them in arranging this lease here that we sublease from those guys, and just a real benefit. And like Ben said, we got to give him a lot of credit. This started out 5 years ago with our 5-year plan with United Way when he was president of the board, and now we're here. We're over a $350,000 campaign now, and this is just the further evidence of where the organization has come from and where we are and all the things that we do to help the 10 agencies that we support in Walton County. And I got to recognize Angela also. She is our executive director, and she does just a great job. And you know, she is the one that unites all this. We talk about working together. She's the communities and schools and the United Way of Walton County and all these folks working together and helping all of these people that we help in Walton County is just tremendous. I would like to recognize some of our board members here. I see Jay Rawl and our campaign chair back there in the back, Nathan Franklin. He's leading our campaign. Ted Calloway is standing there. He's on the United Way board. And is Angela, is there anyone else here? Oh, there's Dawn. She snuck in the back. Dawn Griffin with Liberty First is back there. And then I won't go through and recognize our agencies. Patty's back there. State Farm Insurance. Glad to see her. You can see all of our board members here, how excited we are to have this building and our offices here. And our agencies, thank y'all for coming out. I see a lot of our member agencies here, and we are especially thankful for y'all, especially during this Christmas season. And I'll close it by just saying Merry Christmas.
I think Rita Dickinson is the surprise guest speaker on behalf of communities and schools.
Jimmy Hogg is actually our chairman, and he is home ill today, so I am filling in for Jimmy. I also want to say how much I appreciate everything and this opportunity for the communities and schools to also share this space. Angela also is our executive director and has really brought our organization a long way. I also want to speak as a representative of the Walton County School District and how much we appreciate all that communities and schools has done for us. As educators, we're sort of trained to teach and educate, and a lot of times we're not as skilled in helping with some of those other things that students need and those barriers they need removed in order to be successful in school. And it has been a great addition to all of our middle schools and high schools to have a CIS site coordinator at those schools who help children who have different needs and different barriers than we are equipped to handle. And we're very appreciative of everything that Angela and her staff has done. Angela, since I'm not as young as these men, I'm not going to attempt to name everybody we have. I don't know if you want to say something about who's present from CIS.
Jimmy Parker is here, member of our board of directors, and then we have several site coordinators. Melissa Wise at Walnut Grove High School, Deborah Rakestraw at Social Circle Elementary, Regina Bacon at Loganville Middle, Amy Honeywell is back there from Carver Middle School. I don't know if I saw Ivy come in. Ivy is behind me. Ivy Porter from Monroe High School. And we're glad to have all of them with us. Did I miss any board members?
Board member.
And Brian Arrington. Brian is actually Brian is actually a board member for both communities and schools and the United Way.
Excellent. Well, do we have, is Michelle here?
No, I'll speak for Walton Wellness. My name's Dee Harris, and I'm the executive director of Walton Wellness. My chairperson is out of town, so isn't able to be here, who is Michelle Osborne. But I want to echo everything that everyone has said. Walton Wellness is very thankful to have this space and to kind of tag along with these greater entities. Again, I want to thank Angela because she truly is the glue that has pulled all of this together, and the reason why this building looks the way it does is definitely her efforts for sure, as well as this beautiful spread too. So I'm very fortunate to be here and sharing the building with such talent that we have here. I'm also very thankful for the leadership that we have in Walton County. That not only do we work well together, but we have leadership that can kind of direct us and guide us in this way. And to be able to put together these four entities together in a building does take leadership and a lot of effort and forethought and concern about our community. So I'm very thankful for that. And just very briefly, because Walton Wellness might be the lesser known entity here, but we are a nonprofit and we're dedicated to the prevention of lifestyle-related chronic illness. And we have lots of innovative projects that we put into the community that all focus on creating a culture of health and wellness in Walton County. And we hope to continue having years of doing that. So I want to say Merry Christmas as well.
That's great. So I guess we will all slide out front, cut the ribbon in front of the sign. Just don't step out in Church Street.